Hey, nice to meet you. My name's Direwire. Okay, so uh, let me tell you a bit about myself, right? That's normally how these things work. Um, I have like no experience playing video games, except Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga, which I got like a 98% completion in before accidentally deleting my save file. But that's a story for another time. I really want to play more video games, so a little bit ago I sat down and I played DeadCells, a popular roguelite that was released in like 2017. Back already? Fuck you. Why does he walk like that? He's got so much swagger. Ooh. Ooh. It's not that personal, kid. Oh my wa mo shinderu. Now, to keep it interesting, I went in without any research for my first couple of runs, and you can kind of tell, but you know, that's kind of part of the fun of playing video games, right? You go in without any experience, and oh, you don't play many video games. Well, that's okay. I'll just explain everything to you in intense detail so that you get it, okay? So, first impression? It was good. It was a good game. Did I have any idea what was going on when I first started playing? No. I forgot there's fall damage in this game. I don't know what that's gonna do, but it's scaring the shit out of me. I don't know what that was, but it's dead now. Is there a way to heal? It looks like it sets up like a really strong attack. I do not want to get hit by that. All I know is you wake up after getting your head chopped off and, much like a child who walked in the pitbull section of a rescue shelter, have to fight for your right to survive. And as much as I love the Jolly Green Giant, Robin Hood, and William Afton, well, actually I probably shouldn't say I like William Afton. He does kill children. Being stuck underground like this with no hope of getting out, it really starts to rub on your sanity, you know? It kind of rubs you the wrong way. It really rubs against your R to rub. The only way that you can protect yourself from enemies like Japanese cultural appropriation, nose pass, big beefy boys, and other wonderful companions are 3 weapons that you get at the start of your run. A melee weapon, a bow, and a shield. The sword is for close combat, the shield is for... yeah, right, okay. Yeah, no, of course you know how this works. Sorry. On top of basic damage, items can have special properties added to them, which can make for some really cool combinations to increase your damage. For example, if you have an amulet that makes your down smash cover the ground in oil, and a sword that sets everything on fire, then you don't need to travel to see Burning Man, which is probably for the best. These special properties are the reason why the Nutcracker is one of my favorite weapons. Contrary to its name, it has nothing to do with Christmas or BDSM. What it does have is the ability to critically strike enemies that are frozen. So, if you have an ability that freezes things like Frost Blast, well, you know that one scene in Narnia where the White Witch just like straight up kills a guy? That's you. You get to do that. Hey, can we keep those drinks coming? Yep. Thank you. Now, there's other stuff that makes the game a lot more nuanced, like properties that only apply to specific weapons, but again, this is my first time playing. I don't know any of that. Hell, I don't know anything. It's literally just a pan. Oh! I don't know what that is, but I don't like it. It's like setting up a laser or some shit, and it's really scary. I didn't even know if there was an end to the game, but if there was one, then... by the joystick of destiny, I was gonna find it. Now, I'd like to reiterate, I'm not a gamer, okay? I don't pog. I am not sussy Among Us gamer e-boy, okay? Cool. So, do you have any hobbies? Or maybe I should do health. If I had more health, I bet I'd be able to beat that guy. Oh yeah, sticky keys. Man, I'm just glad that didn't happen during like a super important, incredibly tense situation, because that would suck. Nah, it's a good thing that happened here where there weren't any enemies that could kill me. Sometimes regular enemies appear as elite enemies, and they must have done a good job, because they've got a nice shiny star. Oh. They have more health, extra attacks, drop an item when killed, and do more damage. Maybe. I'm actually not sure about that last part. So, what do you do for work? Oh, and you can't run away from them because they teleport to you if you try. Okay, I'm really close to dead, so I'm just gonna run away. Stop following me! Okay, gameplay loop. Speedrun time. You spawn in, grab your items, and kill stuff. When you kill things, you get cells, which can be used to buy things in the shop. After finishing a level, you reach this area, which gives you access to the shop, lets you heal, and grab some mutations, which are super nice, by the way. Then, when you're done, you run to the next level, rinse, repeat until you die. Again, and again, and again. What? I tried. Oh my god. I have 1 health. I no longer have 1 health. During your run, you can get gold, which can be used in a couple of different ways, like buying better items from the shop, upgrading the weapons you currently have, or paying a tribute to get something new. Pay the tribute? What are you, a cam girl? I played pretty frugally with gold, not because it's hard to get or anything, but just because I have a crippling fear of spending money. You ain't no cam girl, but that does look really nice. That does look really nice. Just for the record, I don't use any camgirl services. I just figured that it'd be a good thing to make clear. Yeah. Each zone has unique enemies that don't appear in other places, which makes everything feel really refreshing and not all that repetitive, which is great, because if I had to stare at this guy every level, I'd blow myself up before he could. I hate that bastard. I hate him so much. Bitch. There are a couple of other parts to the game, but that's kind of the basic rundown that I got when I first started playing. Oh, also there's bosses. The concierge. Ooh, a boss. And, you know, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I was doing pretty well for my first time against the first boss. For the first half. The damaging aura is not very nice. No! No, no, no! 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 Sticky keys, no! No, 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 no. Q, 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 Q. Okay, I have to turn off sticky keys. It was funny, now it's a problem. Now, surely after such an intense debacle, I turned sticky keys off, right? I mean, you'd have to be pretty stupid to not fix a problem with such a simple solution, right? Do you know your blood type? By the way, this game is, like, really fun. In fact, I kept on saying, man, this is really fun. This is cool. Man, this is actually, like, really fun. Like, a lot when I was playing. So, like, if you're ever thinking about getting into playing some games, no. Oh, okay. Now, the problem with this game being fun is that I don't like having fun. I want to suffer. I don't just want to play this game, I want to beat it. And in order to do that, I need to do some research, because if I don't, then I'm just gonna keep on doing this. Oh, how do I even beat you? Yeah, okay. Hey, you wanna get out of here? Ooh, someone's eager. Is it just to get out of the restaurant or to get away from me? Nah, there's a park nearby. I gotta keep on telling you this story, right? The waiter's not looking over here, so if we're gonna leave, we gotta go, like, now. Knowledge is power. Information is liberating. Education is the premise of progress in every society, in every family. Kofi Annan. After my research, I came to one conclusion. I am an idiot. I am so stupid. Don't nod at that. Why am I so stupid? Well, let's go through the list. This is a scroll of power, and they're super important. Now, when I first saw them, I read every single letter on the page. And then, I don't know what that means. You want to know how easy these things are? Weapon green? Click green. Weapon red? Click red. The color of the weapon is associated with the color on the scroll. More green means green weapon do more damage. I was leveling up brutality and survival together because I thought that one would give me damage and the other one would give me more health. You don't understand. My first, 10 plus runs, I kept on complaining about how my damage kept on dropping off while having a green weapon and, half of my points in the wrong place. Also, the playstyle for this game is pretty unique compared to other games that I've played in the past. The biggest piece of advice that kept on popping up is that if you kill things before they can touch you, then you don't need to worry about healing. Oh, did you want ice cream? There's a side here that I haven't licked yet if you want to have. Also, parrying is God's gift to this game. No cooldown, perfect damage reflection, and you can kill things with it. Oh, baby! It's nice. Oh, there you are. Man, I thought you ran off. No, wait. Okay. Give me a chance to prove to you that I'm not a lost cause, right? Look at this pretty map that I drew. Give me validation. You start off in the prisoner's quarters, and you can head to either the promenade of the condemned or the toxic sewers. Don't go to the toxic sewers. Just don't do it. From there, you can keep going, each section increasing in difficulty until you reach the first boss. Then you've got some more levels, and the second boss, one last level, and the final boss. I got to here without knowing what the hell was going on, so either I was lucky or I have potential. Either way, here isn't good enough. We've got to get here. So now that I have some basic knowledge, it's time to prep so that I can actually beat the game. And the first thing that I have to do was get the 4 movement runes. I'm not going to bore you with the gory details, just long story short, there are 4 runes you can get that make moving around the map a lot easier. They do things like let you climb on walls and use the teleport sigils to actually teleport instead of just rubbing them like a pervert. I miss rubbing the teleport sigils and then just going honk, 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 you know? Son of a bitch. In order to get them, you need to find and kill a specific elite enemy who will drop the runes on death. Honestly, it's not that hard. Are you judging me? Because I don't do well when I'm being judged, and if you're judging me, moving's gotten a lot easier, but I'm still not nearly skilled enough to win at this point. You know, this park is getting kind of boring. I actually know this place. It's an empty field in the middle of nowhere that nobody ever goes to. You want to go? Nice. Okay, I'll give you directions. So, where was I? Moving's gotten a lot easier, but I'm still not nearly skilled enough to win yet. The thing is, at the time that I was playing the game, I was about to go on a trip. So if I wanted to beat this game, it either had to be today or tomorrow. Now, there was no way that I was going to beat the game today. I just wasn't good enough. So it was time to put in some work. Okay, time to start grinding. It is late at night. I'm wrapped up in an Elmo Snuggie, and I want to get a whole bunch of cells. The main goal of my grinding session was to fill up this meter as much as possible. This bar just increases the likelihood that a weapon you get will have a plus at the end of it. The plus at the end of a weapon's level means the weapon is 2 levels higher than normal. So 2 plus is equal to 4, 5 plus plus is equal to 9. You get it. You can do basic addition. Right? I mean, if you can't, that's kind of a deal breaker for me. So on top of that, I just need to play the game a bunch. Learning the best response to different situations and learning how to use different weapons was going to be super important if I ever wanted to beat the game. So at the end of the session, everything was set up, and tomorrow would be the last opportunity I would have to beat this for at least a couple of weeks. When you take risks, you learn that there will be times when you succeed and there will be times when you fail, and both are equally important. Ellen DeGeneres? Huh. Alright, tomorrow came, we're here, we're prepped, and we're ready to win. Unfortunately, I started with a survival weapon, which I wasn't too keen on because the last game I had was with brutality weapons, and that was the furthest I had gotten in the game so far. Who needs, intelligence or, tactics and shit when you can just stab stuff? Ooh. Still, that game ended like this. No! So, who knows? Survival might be the way to go. The first 2 levels were pretty easy, and the boss wasn't any more difficult. At this point, I'd seen him 30 times. The fight wasn't even hard anymore, and, there's something about that look in that one long orange-colored eye and the beautiful moon in the background. It's kind of romantic. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't be talking about my ex. My main worry started here at Stilt Village. This map was the main reason I was so worried about survival weapons, because they're really, really slow. Sure, they hit like a truck, but unless you start swinging at things like rats and whatever the hell that thing is. Before they even get close to you, you take a hit before you can even finish the animation. What? Oh, the sword? No, it's like big and heavy, like survival weapons, right? Yeah, no, I keep this with me all the time. For self-defense. That's why survival is packed with a bunch of healing mutations, but it's still really tedious to go through a level with lots of small, low health mobs when you're using survival items. But it turns out that my worries were completely unfounded, because Stilt Village felt like a breeze. Seriously, learning how to actually play the game made the game so much easier. I'm actually doing quite well here. Maybe it's not more difficult. Maybe I was just bad. Then I hit the clock tower, and this is where I started shivering me timbers. Yes, I have been carrying the hat around all day too. You know what? If you're surprised by this, honestly, at this point, it's your fault. Anyway, I was doing well. Super well. Better than I had ever done before, but this was the furthest that I had gotten in any of my runs before. I just need to not be stupid. But it was a repeat of Stilt Village. I cooked that shit. No cap. On, sauteed with garlic and onions. I don't. To be fair, with how high my survival level is, I heal like 3% of my health every time that I kill something, and even more every time that I parry. I can almost heal faster than I take damage at this point, and that, combined with one-shotting almost anything that comes near me, you might as well take the L out of clock and hand it to him. Wait. So, I beat the clock tower for the first time, and I got to see the second boss in all of his glory. Again, super nervous. I didn't know what to expect. Maybe he'd slap me around with that L as clock, but I don't have time to dilly-dally. And then I beat his ass like a pair of bongos. Oh my god, what is going on? Bongos. Again, I had like 7,000 health and 16 points in survival. At this point, I basically could have stood still and killed the bastard. But that doesn't mean that I didn't work hard. You know what? Screw you. Let me have this. I'd also like to point out how many parries I got here because I think it's cool. Okay, new area, new enemies, but probably not that different from the rest of the game, right? What? Now, I know that I sound like a broken record, but at this point, it didn't really matter how many mistakes I made. I could heal like 5% of my health with one parry. Do you know how much 1/20th of 7,000 is? You have 10 seconds. I did almost die in the spike room just because I was curious about how to get through it, but it's all good. I made it. And now it was time for the final boss. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't expecting to get here so quickly. This was my first run of the day, and again, I hadn't gotten past here before. I hadn't looked into what any of the bosses could do even after my research just to have a little bit more enjoyment while I was playing, but honestly, at this point, I wasn't even nervous. There was just this intense need to win, to take this chance and to beat the game. And finally, after 13 hours of grinding and dying and fighting, I did it. There we go. Nice. We won! Wait, we won! I didn't make any serious mistakes. Sticky keys didn't pop up. It was just a regular, good old-fashioned boss fight. So, now it's time to celebrate. I beat DeadCells. Now I can go on my trip without any worries. Except, even a happy life cannot be without a measure of darkness. Carl Jung. Congratulations, you can try a new difficulty. What? Hold on. Is it not over? Hi. I'm gonna die right here. I'm gonna die right here.
I forgot about the bombs. I was literally talking about the bomb.
No! Okay. No! Bastard! So, I don't know how to... I don't know how to end this video. This is like the really embarrassing part where I ask you to subscribe and like the video. This is my first video ever. So I hope you liked it. If you liked it, yeah, please subscribe and like the video. Thank you.